Hey, this is Josh, and usually I get up in front of people and I talk about fitness and nutrition and mindset and motivation, and maybe there's a little scotch of that in this presentation. But I'm going to do a 30-day special on some things that had helped me out in the past. I'm going to go a little bit into my backstory, which I don't do super often, but some books I've been reading and some friends of mine have sort of empowered me to get a little vulnerable and talk about my backstory and where I came from and some things that I've gone through that might help some people out there. So, in 2011, I was actually homeless for a short period of time. And this is something that not very many people know. Maybe one or two people in my inner circle and some people that were helping me out. If you've been my friend, I've definitely slept on your couch for some period of time. I've definitely crashed at your house for dinner once or twice. So thank you in advance. But I wanted to share my story because I think that a lot of people can connect with the place of being rock bottom. And you may not be homeless or broke. Your body may be broken, and you might have given up in your relationship or something in your life that you've driven the car in the wrong direction until it ran out of gas. But I think that happens to most people at least once or twice. And I just wanted to give you some perspective and some community on that. And these are the next 30 days are going to be. I'm going to be covering the 30 things that I wasn't doing 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was going through a really hard time, and my life on paper looked very similar to my life to today. I worked in fitness. I worked pretty hard. I thought that I was being a good friend and a good coach and a good person in the community. But a lot of small things that I was doing were causing me a lot of problems. And these are small things in terms of being internal, not external. But that can make all the difference a lot of the times. And so the first thing that I want to share with you is that if you're in that space, there's nothing wrong with you. And this is a quote that I got from a friend of mine who was going through a series of panic attacks. And he read a book on panic disorder. And the first chapter talks all about panic disorder, and the title of the second chapter is "There's Nothing Wrong with You," which is a great thing to read if you're going through a panic moment. And back in 2011, I definitely thought there was something wrong with me, and I thought that I deserved this spiritually, like I was a flawed person, and I was suffering for a reason. And some of that might be true. Maybe I did deserve it. I did earn my way into that spot, but there was nothing wrong with me as a person. And believing that and getting sold on that has taken a lot of time for me. But that's the sort of the center of getting your identity away from the suffering person or the victim and towards a person that's just made a few mistakes and is ready to make some different choices. And that one took me a long time to truly believe. But I think that's the centerpiece for all the things that we're going to be talking about in the next 30 days. And I wanted to share that with you first, that if you are in a place where things are not good, you're in the wrong relationship, the wrong job, your body hurts all the time, you're getting overlooked or you're missing out on the things that you want, there's nothing wrong with you, and it's going to be okay. And that's just a little piece to share. I'm going to share one of these every day and try to impart some knowledge. Hopefully you learn something from it if you're watching at all. But thanks for paying attention.